I'm not sure if I'm fluent in lizard, but I'm sure I'm going to learn a few new words during this segment. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as Jean Marie Doyle, the event and volunteer coordinator, along with the Curator of Education, Carrie Hawthorne of our Buttonwood Park Zoo, join us in studio, along with...
This is Rosie, our red Tegue.
Oh my gosh, and folks, Rosie just licked my hand. Oh my God, that's the best offer I've had all month. Unbelievable.
So that's you hearing this from?
Tell us, first of all, how are things going at the zoo overall?
Things are going very well.
Yeah.
We're having a very busy summer.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of happy guests.
Okay. And an event coming up on the 13th. You need to get this out before we say
Yes,
Rosie.
Our third annual Feast in the Wild is Thursday, August 13th from 6 to 10. We are hoping to see everyone there. We have 25 local restaurants this year that are going to be there. We also have performances by the Mud Daubers and Gary James Farias.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a live and silent auction. We're going to have some of our animals like Rosie out that evening.
Oh.
It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful event.
Rosie, how are you, darling?
Phil just keeps putting his hand out. He wants to get the lick. It's like a puppy.
It's the best offer I've had. I mean that. Tell us, folks, we all need to be there on the 13th to support this great cause. Not only the food, the atmosphere, but the worthiness of the cause. Where does this money go? How is it used?
So this is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year, and as the Buttonwood Paleologos Society, we help to support the educational programming of the zoo,
Sure.
which is where Carrie falls into place.
Carrie, tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, so Rosie is one of our animal ambassadors, so we've started up a program where we're working with some live animals that we can take out on programs in our Zoomobile, bring out to nursing homes, hospitals, schools. We also use them on grounds for special events and things like that to really teach people about wildlife. Rosie's pretty unique.
Yeah.
She's like I said, a red Tegue, which we would normally find in South America.
She's a what?
A red Tegue, which is a type of big lizard. And unfortunately, last summer we got a call. We get calls on a very regular basis about people just coming into contact with wildlife that's a little abnormal. You might have heard about our red fox that we took in.
Yeah.
We hope to bring her another day to
Okay.
visit. But Rosie was found wandering the streets of Falmouth last summer.
Wow.
And she doesn't belong in Falmouth. She belongs in the rainforest, obviously.
Yes.
And she's going to get
Well,
mad
she's
about
getting
it.
a little rambunctious.
Okay.
I think she wants to jump in my lap.
Unfortunately, what happens with these lizards is they're sold at pet stores as small babies, and people don't do their research. And they have a lizard that grows to be this size and decide that probably the best thing to do would just be to let it go in their neighborhood.
Describe Rosie for our listeners.
Well, she is a gorgeous lady. She is, what would you say, with tail 5 feet, 4 feet long?
About 4 feet
About
long.
4 feet long. She's very strong. She's a good climber, a great swimmer, so she needs a lot of space and a lot of enrichment that the zoo is able to provide her.
Yes.
And because she was raised in someone's house, she's very handleable.
Yes.
So we are able to bring her out. She actually has a harness that she wears around, so we'll walk her around.
That is so
the
cool.
zoo.
You walk the lizard.
Well, she's also very, very nice kisser. I must admit.
I think your hand has upset her. She said, "Where's my food?"
Oh, she wants to eat my finger. That's okay. That's all right. Now, what does she eat?
Hold on. All right.
She must have a special...
She's got to feel the space a little bit. Feel the ground.
Yeah? Here we go.
She likes to eat fruits and vegetables and a little bit of meat. So she eats a little bit of everything.
Better take my fingers back on that one then. These are some of the animals that will go out on exhibit. You educate our community with what, like Rosie, and what else?
So our other animal ambassadors that we have right now, we recently took in a injured turkey vulture, which is a local raptor from around, or not raptor, but a decomposer from around here. And people always fight me that we don't have them in this area, but we actually do. They're very common here. So we like to bring out animals that people would find in our backyards. We have a great horned owl with a wing injury. Piper the red fox, who's blind.
How's
and
Piper
actually
doing?
this afternoon we'll be taking in some baby opossums.
Oh, nice. How's Piper feeling?
She's doing really well. She's really acclimating to her new role as an animal ambassador.
Do you ever get deer, wild deer that get stuck in town or anything like that?
We do, but we usually let our animal control officers handle those situations and, animal control.
Yes, absolutely. Folks, all the money that you're going to help raise with us goes to great education programs like this, rather. Joining us, Carrie Hawthorne, the Curator of Education, along with Rosie, gorgeous Rosie, and Jean Marie Doyle, event and volunteer coordinator. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit more. We have a couple of zoo nights coming up.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
So on Friday, August 14th, after we have the adults night at Feast in the Wild, we are going to have a zoo night. It's our outdoor adventure zoo night. We're actually going to be having the Outdoor Discovery School from LL Bean come to the zoo.
Nice.
They're going to be doing some activities with the kids about camping and other outdoor activities. At the zoo, we obviously have a huge focus on getting children involved in nature and being outside.
Sure.
So that's the focus of that night. We're going to have a s'more special in the cafe. The animals will have different enrichment that are based on the same type of theme, so it should be a very good night. And it'll be a nice way for the kids to come out because they unfortunately can't attend Feast in the Wild because it is a 21+ event.
Right.
And then in September, we'll have our last zoo night of the season, and it's going to be on September 11th. So we will be honoring our American superheroes. Admission will be free for our veterans, policemen, firemen, EMTs, and active soldiers with proper ID. We're also going to have the SAFE program from the New Bedford Fire Department there, as well as the New Bedford Police Department. And we will have special guest appearances by Captain America and Wonder Woman.
Oh.
So it should be a very patriotic and very nice night and a nice way to honor that evening.
Zoo nights.
Yes. They run from 5:30 to 8.
Okay, where can we get tickets for the August 13th Feast in the Wild?
Tickets can be purchased online.
Okay.
They can also be purchased at the zoo. And they can be purchased at the door that evening, but you don't want to wait. You want to make sure you get your tickets. And they are $75 for non-zoo members and $65 for zoo members.
Tell us about membership.
So there's a lot of benefits to becoming a member. For example, this one here, you save $10 on the ticket. The zoo nights that we just discussed, those are free for all of our members. And with the zoo, you also receive a discount. At almost all of our events, becoming a member makes it so you receive a discount. And then all year long, you have free admission to the zoo.
Now, Boo at the Zoo.
You need volunteers, right?
We need a lot of volunteers. Boo at the Zoo is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and it runs for 10 nights, and it is run pretty much completely off of volunteers. So we are always looking for volunteers that time of year, especially high school students that are trying to get in their community service hours. We are happy to start taking any volunteers that are interested now and get them signed up and go over the different nights that we might have for them.
Okay. Before we say goodbye, would Rosie like to say anything at all, Carrie? I mean, forgive me for not giving you the microphone here. What do you think she'd like to say?
Well, she's just so happy to be out and meeting with you today, and she's just going to let everyone know that they should really do their research before they get a pet.
Know how big they're going to get before they take them home.
There you go. Well, Rosie, well spoken. I'm going to have to brush up on my lizard. Thank you so much. Anything else you'd like to add before we thank you and join you on the 13th Feast in the Wild, Carrie?
I don't think so. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you. And make it a habit.
We will love to come by. Like I said, I'd love to bring Piper by sometime.
Piper would be so awesome.
She's the cutest thing.
She really, really is. And, before we leave, I know there's been a couple of stories recently about these killings of rare exotic animals. I'm sure that it affects you very, very much, right? How do you feel about this?
Sure. I think our number one job is to educate people about the importance of wildlife, about their role in the ecosystem, and that, they have an important job beyond just being a trophy for us or even just something to look at, but we really hope to educate people about their importance.
Carrie Hawthorne, Curator of Education, doing a great job at Rosie. Once again, Rosie is from
She's originally from South America,
South America.
where they would normally be found.
And Jean Marie Doyle, the event and volunteer coordinator. Thank you so much. We love whenever you visit us from the Buttonwood Park Zoo.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you very much. And folks, become a member. It is so well worth it. Thanks again.
Bye, Rosie.
This is Rosie, our red tegu. They're native to South America. They're a gorgeous lizard. And she is one of our animal ambassadors. And if she sticks her tongue out, she's doing that because she smells with her tongue. So she actually smells the air. All right. Ooh.